Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Flagstaff Superlight 529 BH fifth wheel. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, you're going to leave plenty of room for this awning to come in and out. On your off campsite, get two big slides to leave room for. Make sure them can come in and out unhindered, preferably nothing hanging over top of them. Lastly, I want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power is going to be on your back corner, on your off camp side, or your driver's side of your tow vehicle. And then your water connection, your whole docking station, is going to be in this front storage toward the front. So park accordingly so you can utilize facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, we're going to unhook our hitch using our auto leveling system. We're going to turn on our auto leveling system over here to the right. We're going to touch the front here, bring our vehicle out from underneath it. Once it is out, you're simply going to touch auto level. You touch auto level, it's going to start running down all your auto leveling jacks, as well as adjusting your landing legs. Once them are all done, it's going to bounce around for a few minutes. You don't want no one inside it moving around. Once it's done, this light is going to flash right here in the middle, and you'll know that the whole thing is level. Once it's level and stable, we can go ahead and hook up our power and water. On the back corner, big long 50 amp service, short cord. At the end of that, should you need to plug into a campsite with 30 amp in your convenience pack, we give you a 50 to 30 amp reducer, and if you ever need to plug into a 110, a 30 to 15 amp adapter. Get your power hooked up. Let's hook up our water. Real simple system here, 4 knobs and directions right above them. So city water is how we're going to hook up at campsites. First, let's set our knobs. White down, green to the left, red up, blue to the left. We're matching city water. We're going to grab our water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. You don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites, so use this at all of them. City water connection, water pressure regulator, hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Let's find your hot water heater. Your hot water heater is going to be just to the right of your outdoor kitchen on your campsite. And all we're doing at this point, folks, is making sure our drain plugs back in. Throw some plumber's tape around that, not plumber's putty. Some nice tape. Get that in there nice and snug. That's 1/8 inch. Once that's in there tight, then you can go ahead and turn that hose on. After that hose has been on for a little while, you can go inside and deploy your slides if you need to. What I need you to do is get inside and open up your water taps. Open up all of your water lines, get a nice steady flow of water going through them. Once you got water going through them, no air in the lines, shut them off. Then you can turn on this hot water heater from indoors. Hot water heater doesn't seem to be working. Come out here and look and see if these are bubbled up. If they are, simply press them back in. They are reset. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to go boondocking. In that case, there is a 2-step process. We're going to start by filling our fresh tank, and then we'll switch to dry camping. power tank fill. It's a city inlet to our tank. So what we're going to do is switch this to blue down, red up, green to the left, white down. Now we're going to come all the way to the rear of the unit to our fresh water tank. No need for a water pressure regulator here. Hose is fine. Two ways to tell when that's full. One, there's an overflow valve right here, or two on the inside where you check the levels of your battery. Fresh and black and gray tanks, this would be your fresh tank. Keep an eye on that. Don't leave this unattended while filling it. Have someone watch it. Once it's filled, remove that hose, put that cap back on, and now we're going to switch our controls to dry camping. White down, green up, red up, blue to the left. These match dry camping. Now, to access that water, we'll turn on our water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked up to the city water. That's already pressurized. That's what you use to get tank water from that fresh water tank. You can also turn it on indoors. Alright, we're all set. We got power and water. We're ready to camp. Let me go ahead and walk around the rest of the outside of the unit. Continuing here in the docking station. There is our settings to winterize, and this is to sanitize. That's if you just want to wash your tanks out with some soap. That'll siphon it in by turning on your water pump. Same thing here. Just make sure you bypass your water heater. Don't want none of that running through there. Auto leveling system. All the controls for that right here. Here is a hot and cold shower that the spray port will work on. Also up here, cable and satellite hookup. City water, black tank flush. We'll talk about that when leaving the campsite and dumping our black and gray tanks down here. Just to the right is a flue for your furnace. Two things on that, don't ever block it. And two, if you're running your furnace, you're clear of it, it does get hot. Got a docking light out here. Black and gray holding tanks. Right up underneath there is your low point drains. Continuing down, unwasted space underneath your dinette. Inside is some storage from outdoors. Access to the back of your fridge. More storage. Second gray tank out here. Your fresh water drain. That white handle right there. Again, your power. Fresh water tank. You got a ladder, utilize it. Go up there a couple times a year, check the seams of your roof, and caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. You also prep for your on backup camera. More unwasted space by utilizing it for storage. The spray port hose up there will hook up back here. Around to your outdoor kitchen. Down here is your quick connect LP for that. You simply pull this out, lock it out, of course, and your connection for the LP is right there, and you got the hose right there for that. 110 in there as well. Got electric fridge out here. Got a holder to hold this up. It'll just snap in there. Your awning, you have pitch control. It's raining, you want the rainwater to run this way, simply pull down on that. That's going to pitch running all your water this way. Again, your hot water heater. Here's a lip for a grill, cable, and 110 out here if you want to hook another TV up. Cable griddle up there. Quick connect for that is down there. There's your spare tire with the hand crank for that. Prep for the TV. TV will snap in there. There's your cable and satellite. And 110. There is a couple of outdoor speakers and a vent for your microwave. And here your hand cranks for manual override for the slides. Spare tire crank. This is a table that'll hook up on that metal clip outdoors. Your propane up here. Regulator right back there. Green means you got gas. Up front, your batteries. Check your battery post every now and then. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. Coming back here in the corner is your battery disconnect. This will disconnect all the battery power to your unit. So I can make it a little brighter so you can see it. What this is it'll disconnect all the battery power to your unit. It'll come important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide and propane detector. There we go, so you can see that. Fluids for your hydraulic system, leveling system. You're prepped for solar. You can plug in a solar panel right here and that'll trickle charge your batteries. Docking lights on the side and front. And lastly, your other propane over here. And that about covers everything in it out here. Let's go take a look on the inside. Coming up inside the unit, first thing I always like to point out is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. As we come in, looking over to our right, we're going to go to that control panel. We start at the top on this wall. This will control this fan right here. This is a GP Electric Gopower solar control panel. All this does is it keeps your solar panels from overcharging your batteries. All you have to do is make sure that you keep it at the right battery. I'm going to send you a separate video specifically from GP Electric, and it'll explain more about this. But that is really the gist of it. It just keeps your solar panels from overcharging your batteries. Down here, get the app. Lippert One Control app. Password, device name, all that. You can run your slide outs, awnings, all that from outside. You can set up your fire and turn on and off your lights. Below that, Wi-Fi Ranger info for campsites. Down below here, control panel. This will show you brand new battery. Fresh tank, that's the one I said you can hold down and tell when your potable water is full. Black and gray tanks. Your hot water heater hooked up to electric. Hot water heater hooked up to gas. Does make a difference, choose the right one. Tank heater, these are little 12-volt pads that are on your tank. If you're in inclement weather, you think your tanks might freeze, go ahead and turn that on. Water pump, that's where you turn that on if you're using the potable water. There's that Wi-Fi if you're at the camp stations. Slide controls, awning control. Now on your awning, they haven't designed these to stop when they're supposed to. So when you're running your awning out, you're only going to want to run that out until that flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see your bar and stop. These will continue to run themselves out and start running themselves up backwards. So keep an eye on it when you're running it out. Make sure you don't run it out further than you need to. Go ahead and get your awning running back in here. While I'm doing that, I'll continue on the control panel. To below that is all just lighting. TPS, notice, tire pressure monitoring system. Looks like you have a TST system here that I will locate and make sure you get the video from them as well. Close your door. Coming into the living room, you get your TV, oh, entertainment system here, nice sound bar. Turn your TV on.
We took that shot of you.
There you go, your TV working. Below that, your IRV Technology sound system. There's a remote for that as well. Right up here. I'll come on Bluetooth, go to AM, FM. I'll just show you because I don't know how many stations will pick up on indoors here. But 3 zones, indoors, outdoors, front living room, I believe. You shut them all off. AM, FM, clock, mode. TV audio through the soundbar, front audio, HDMI's. Also Bluetooth, presets, nice sound system. Back to here. Touch it once to mute, hold it in to shut it off. Fireplace, not just for looks anymore. I can go through and show you all the pretty colors, but the biggest thing, folks, is the heat. If you're at a campsite and it's chilly in the morning or evening, instead of using your gas, crank up the heat on this electric fireplace and it will get it toasty in here in no time. Use their electricity instead of your gas. Coming back over here on the wall is going to be a thermostat. 2 different zones on that. And 2 different, or let's go back to zone 1. System, we will go to cool. Let's turn your AC on. Oops, we can get back to AC. Cool. Come on, get back to cool. Alright, there we go. I should crank your AC up. There it goes. And you notice I'll shut the AC off. Back to zone 1, shut everything off. Now, if we go and pick heat, you're going to see that, let's set it 94. These are just set so they can test them. I'll crank the heat up in here. You'll notice when I shut the heat off, it'll take a few minutes for the heat to cycle through, for the fan to shut off, compared to the AC. There that goes. Go ahead and shut that all off. Show you quickly how to turn your sofa into a bed. Remove your back cushions. You're going to lift up on the front, fold these legs out, and pull them towards you. Lay your back down, and just say quickly, if you got a bed, make sure you put the back up first, otherwise you could damage your sofa when putting it away. And lift up, fold your legs in, jackknife it back down, return your cushions, and just that quickly you go back to a sofa. Table. Fold your table down, put that on these metal, or these plastic clips here, put your back cushions on top, gives you another sleeping quarters. Go to your Dometic Fridge real quick, open that up, turn controls up top. We're going to turn that on. We're going to turn that on auto. Auto means when you're plugged in, you're running off electricity. As soon as you unplug, you're on gas. Lift this up to go strictly gas. If that light comes on, check your gas. See the furnace just turned off? So, coming into your bunk room. Lighting here. You do have a hand crank open vent. Make sure that's closed for travel. Your bunk areas, a ladder. You're all prepped for a TV here. There's a backer for a TV. Cable 110 plugs there. Make sure for travel also that this door is snapped open. It's going to keep that from bouncing around going down the road. That's for lighting in here. Heading around into your kitchen area. 110 back there. More lighting. Self-explanatory microwave. A light and fan. Above your cooktop. Your glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Just fold that backwards. See our panel light is here. You're going to turn this to high. Hit your spark over here and that's going to light it up. All three of them the same way. Oven. You'll set this to light Spark it here. No pilot light anymore. Once it's lit, just go ahead and set it to the desired temperature. Panel light rock down becomes an oven light. 110 with GFCI reset underneath your sink here. Let's head on up into the bathroom. In the bathroom, lighting all the way over here on the wall. You have a fan here that you can turn on from your remote here. That will open it and turn it on. Another fan that you want to make sure that you can have closed for travel. In your bathroom, got a little bit of PEX and plumbing to maintain. Keep an eye on it. You are bouncing a house down the road. You don't want things to wiggle loose. Shower doors, make sure that they are snapped closed. The door in between your bedroom and your wardrobe here, make sure that's snapped open for travel. Let's go around to go in your bedroom so we can turn the lights on. Two different entryways. That magnet will hold that back. Lights immediately to the left. You'll see a couple of these through the unit. They're just a temperature reader. It helps the thermostat to work better. A couple of 110s. USB chargers over there. Again, your wardrobe slide. You do have a little bit of storage underneath here. There's your outdoor griddle and stand. Emergency exit window. Separate AC in here. This is zone 2. And that about covers everything. Oh, you do have a backer here for TV as well. Cable 110 up here for bedroom TV. Now that about covers everything on the inside, let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close the unit up. I like to start by going and shutting off all my lights, except for ones that can be controlled from here from the panel. So I'll shut off all those and then shut off my interior lights and walk around and shut off my accent lights. Just a couple here. Store your remotes down here in the drawer with your other bag of goodies. Almost all of your manuals for the unit are in there. One last accent light. Now come to the control panel. Turn back on your interior lights that you can control from here. And I'm going to say doors and drawers. Go through the unit, make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede your slide from coming in and out. That ladder will travel like that, but I think it would travel safer down on a bed. Come on back up here. Doors and drawers, again, make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's going to impede our slides from coming in. We're going to hit slide number 1 and hit in. It's going to be a dinette slide here. So you get an extension on the end down there by your stink that can flip out. Make sure that that is down. Again, our bedroom door back there. Snap to open position. Wanted you to hear that noise. It's okay to hear. That's just a slide mechanism saying I'm in as far as I need to go. Don't bring me in any further. Now we're going to slide 2. I like to open up this bathroom door on most wardrobe slides and watch them come in. Again, make sure nothing's between your bed and your wardrobe slide. All those cabinets are closed. That's in. Go ahead and shut a couple of doors here. Shut off our interior lights and exit the unit. I'll look outside and make sure that all my exterior lights have been shut off. They are. Now the biggest thing to remember on these steps is to have this exterior door all the way open, otherwise this will catch on it when you bring it up. You have adjustable feet as well. Simply press in on this trigger here and move the foot to where you want it. If you're on uneven ground, you may need to adjust just one of them. Before you leave the dump station, I say that in case you want to get inside and look at your panels when you're dumping your tanks. After you leave the dump station, make sure you lock and deadbolt this door, lift and turn this handle. That's going to secure that door for travel. Alright, we're going to lock up all of our outdoor storage and cooking areas. If we are at boondocking, we're going to dump that fresh point drain. Dump that tank out. Anywhere else, we're going to unhook our power, our water, and our cable. We're going to come to our auto leveling system again. We're going to turn it back on. We're going to hit retract. Retract is going to bring up all of your auto leveling. It's going to reset your front legs wherever we set auto level at. Hook up your hitch and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump's going to be in front of your tires, just to the right of your dump docking station here. Hook up your 10-foot sewage hose, and first you're going to do is pull that black handle. That's going to be your sewage water. You can go inside and look at your control panel if you need. Once it's empty, make sure you leave that black handle open. Grab your hose at your dump station and hook up to this tank flush. It's a black one. Turn that on for a good 5 minutes. Wash out all that black tank. Once that's done, remove that hose. Come down and make sure all that washout has left that black tank that you just sprayed in there. Then close that black handle and pull your gray handle. That's going to be cleaner water. It's your sinks and your showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. You can get a bigger, longer, stronger one. If not, pull your unit forward a little bit and dump this extra gray tank. That's going to be for your sink back here in your rear kitchen. Once that's done, take your sewage hose, conveniently and sanitarily store it right here in your bumper. We got one more step. We're going to get up underneath here and we're going to dump these low point drains. You can do that. I usually do it when the gray tank's dumping. Dump those low point drains and then go back around to our hot water heater. We are going to lift up on this pressure release valve. That's going to dump hot water out of there, so steer clear. When that's done, push that back down, otherwise your door won't close. Then you can pull this drain plug. Make sure you close that back up and head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Flagstaff for many years to come. Happy camping.